everything you need. Walk to the edge of the world for you, 'cause I'm all about you now. About you now. Now what you see, you've been calling me. Ain't nothing that you could do to make me walk away. I gave you love, tell you that you're a star, until you see that you are. No matter how hard it's raining, I'll make it come. I hope you feel me even when I'm gone. Through the golden wet weather.
He's a one-man band because of all, and now he's gonna show us.
Full tap opportunity, gets it! Off a fantastic low pass. Uneasy shot.
Keep on holding you up. I'll do anything to break you for a day.
Looks like a ridiculous shot.
Big touch. That was one of the most calculated.
Keep on holding you up.
As we're creeping up on that 3-minute mark, Crouton double tap. What a shot!
You know, it's my last name and number 8 on this one. And we have kickoff here as we are down to it. It is going to be Lemur Arms taking the field here tonight. I love to see the swap in as Mr. Rebel is up on this one, pushing it into the corner, trying to get this touch. And it's back mid. Toaster's there to field it as he pops it up and over Slurpy Snail. And Lemur following this one up on the wall. Nope, leaving it to go back to the mid as Slurpy booms one off the back wall. This is a dangerous position to be in, but no problem as Toaster handles it with cool, calm respect.
Yeah, and what a shot up here by Heartless. You know, early offensive lead here by the 3 Rocketeers, and it's cool to see that, you know, the subs are being used here a little bit. Like, Lemur Arms has jumped in, and you know, no sign of the Jet here on the field yet. So maybe later in the night, but it's kind of a back and forth here coming into the first minute of the game.
Absolutely, and this would also mark for the Jet, if he doesn't play in this series, I think would be the first series that he's not able to play in while being on a team, if they don't plug him in if he is on the team. But Toaster is coming out on the ball. Mr. Penguin trying to get the touch, and a little 50 there as Mr. Rebels pushing this into the corner, met by Heartless, sending it back, but Lemmy is there to try to pop it, and it is sent wide on a nice 50 to clear the danger.
Yeah, 3 Rocketeers are running a really tight defensive here. As I say that, almost a goal goes in. Great save there by Slurpy Snail. But they are definitely running very tight rotations here on offense, which is working quite well for them.
Yeah, and I think that's what you need to do to beat this Vibe Clan team. They are such a deadly team. If you allow them the opportunity and space offensively that they like to have, they will make you pay for it. But having a nice, tight defensive rotation is sure to keep that ball out of the net. And we have a demo in front of the net. Let's see if that plays a part as they have spawned back, sending it back to Vibe Clan's side. Is Slurpy Snail up on the wall, trying to catch, getting the touch, pushing it to the mid. Is Heartless there to touch? And he cannot secure the goal.
What a play there by Slurpy Snail. You know he wanted that goal to work out. That was some amazing touches he just got there in the corner. And, you know, almost halfway here into the game, and it's still kind of just a back and forth.
Yeah, you tend to find in these matches, these teams spend a lot of time trying to feel each other out, showing each other a lot of respect in the midfield as they want to find out where they're going to need to put the ball to put it in. As Toaster is getting this one pinched up into the air, Slurpy Snail's there to meet it quick as you like, as he's able to rim that one up off the corner. Mr. Penguin trying to get the touch, but Heartless is now pushing it forward as it is met by Lemur Arms. And, you know, I got to say, the rotations by both teams have just looked really nice to point.
Yeah, they are, and I'm seeing a lot of passes out here from both teams, which is actually kind of surprising because I know a lot of teams can't even get that down to see both teams doing it here. But what a shot here by Slurpy Snail off of the backboard. What a goal. The pass to himself, the double touch. You love to see it.
You do. You absolutely love to see it. Give this man some slurps in chat. Celebrate that one as he has the first goal here on the night. And they are looking to extend this lead going forward with 2 minutes left in the game. 1-0, 3 Rocketeers as Heartless pushes this one into the corner. Mr. Rebel there to challenge, not able to get the touch he wants as Lemur Arms is able to push this ball back out. Little short on boost. Can he get something out of this? As Heartless says, no, I'm putting this one back in your corner.
Yeah, with a minute and 40 left, we have to wonder if this one goal is going to make or break the game. It may be the only one we see here tonight coming into this first round because the three Rocketeers are holding quite a strong defense, similar to early in the game. But what a touch by Mr. Rebel is going to set it up for an open goal, but Toaster just can't quite get it.
How
They wanted that one.
Yeah, they definitely did. So unfortunate that they weren't able to get that touch, as that was a clear opportunity as Mr. Rebel puts this one on net, sent out by the three Rocketeers, just keeping the ball at the mid still, still not seeing too much of an offensive opportunity by either team, even with just this one goal. And sometimes these tight games are the hardest, as you so desperately want one, and there's nobody there to receive the pass off the wall. But Mr. Rebel, he gets the touch into the corner. No, as Slurpy Snail blocks this one back on Toaster's nice shot.
Oh, Vibe Clan just ran their offensive push just a little bit too loose. There's a little bit too much room there in between the shots, which led to, some of those goals being saved. Unfortunate for them, but, some great plays here defensively by the three Rocketeers.
For sure, as the three Rocketeers are just showing their ability here. And there's a nice demo there as Lemur Arms puts this one on, but Mr. Penguin sends it packing as he sees it coming from a mile away. But this one is on, and it hits the post again. But Toaster, the captain, seals the deal.
They have been working very hard for this goal to work out here. An unfortunate touch there is going to lead it in, but what a demo, kind of opening up that goal space for that goal to go in. Great team play, great communication between the Vibe Clan here.
Absolutely, as they are able to get that tying goal with just merely 20 seconds left in the game, looking again for either team to extend this lead, but it's looking like we might have overtime here to start game one, and that makes for an exciting series as both teams are going to come down to whoever gets the next one here if this touches pay dirt. And it does, and we have free Rocket League, Night Leaper.
Yes, we do. We love overtime, and 1-1. Very close game here out tonight. A little bit closer than I originally predicted it to be. But, going into this, it's still looking like three Rocketeers are kind of maintaining the offensive pressure and that stronger defensive than the Vibe Clan is.
Yeah, and that could be something that ends up coming back to bite them in the end if they're not careful. You don't want to be caught out while the three Rocketeers are on the offensive, as Slurpy Snail is able to clear the danger, sending this one back to the wall, and he collects it as it gets 50'd back onto their side. If Mr. Rebel's able to get this touch, is anybody there to field? Nobody but Heartless as he booms this one clear.
Yeah, these are two very scary teams out here tonight. All these players are playing very fast and very well. It's very surprising, that they're all working so well together, I should say, because this is a very even match here up here tonight.
Even in the goals that have been scored to this point, you can't really find a lot of fault with a nice demo as Mr. Rebel pushes, as Toaster gets this one off the wall. Can they field it? And Heartless getting a nice little stop there, leaving it for Mr. Penguin to pinch up the wall as he does. And Heartless is going. Is Slurpy there to collect? And he does. He sends it, and the post says no again. The great fourth defender sending another player backwards in disappointment.
The team plays and chemistry out here tonight is ridiculous. I've been seeing so many passes and plays up here on the offensive. These teams are definitely working very well together to try to get this going.
For sure. And you have Mr. Penguin getting the touch. Mr. Rebel is going to get 50. This goes back into the corner. This could be dangerous as they need to recover defensively, and it seemed as though all players involved on Vibe Clan were able to recover, and this is now going to the other end off the wall, and there's a no man, and that one almost went.
That one almost went. What a good touch there by, I believe, Toaster to kind of bounce it over the first defensive end. But, the ball's kind of sitting here in front of the goal. It's kind of got the three Rocketeers pinned on the defense, which is a little bit of a turn of events of what we were seeing earlier in this match.
It is, but Slurpy Snail says no problem as he's able to collect and send it down, getting the big clear with a nice demo there. This could be a fatal demo as Toaster is able to meet Heartless in the air, and Lemur Arms is putting one on. Can Slurpy get the flip? Oh, and the fake! And he pushes, but Toaster knew it was coming and sends him packing.
What a shot! You could tell that the Vibe Clan was just panicking there a little bit. Mr. Rebel unfortunately could not get the read, and with that ball going straight to Heartless, there was not a lot they could have done. Great overall team play here by the Three Rocketeers, incorporating all three members into that goal in a way. Definitely kind of, keeping VibeClan on their toes, and, it worked out in the end. They are going to take this one 2-1.
Yeah, they were able to lock that one down when the time was needed to do so. And you look at these two teams, though, in that matchup. We talk about how close and even these teams were. They both used almost the same amount of boost, and the ball possession was just almost identical. The only thing that was different was VibeClan definitely dominating the field a little bit more, but to the naked eye, I would say that wasn't really that visible in the Three Rocketeers' performance.
Yeah, no, it wasn't at all. And, it was very much kind of like a stalemate out here between these two teams. And I've been seeing quite the mechanics that I really wasn't expecting to see here tonight from almost all of these players. I think I've seen some sort of mechanical movement from everyone here on the field, which kind of, says something about how powerful these two teams are.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And I think we're going to see more of the same action coming through into the next one. And a big shout out to Lemur Arms. After the match ended, he was able to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that here at the QRLS. And here we are. We have the start of game 2. And at this point, this series is still wide open. This is anybody's game.
It definitely is. Going into the later games, definitely gets a little bit more challenging because you kind of know how the other team is playing. So unless subs kind of come into play here, the other team's going to try to get a little bit they're going to try to incorporate what they learned last game into their play, and it looks like we're not going to be seeing the Jet jump in. They are running the same lineups here, so we'll have to see how this one pans out.
Yeah, and we have face-off here, and it is going to begin with Lemur Arms versus Mr. Penguin, and this one is going to be fielded back on VibeClan's side of the field as Mr. Rebel is trying to get the touch, and he gets it over Slurpy Snail, and then he gets the beat by Heartless as Mr. Penguin meets him for the challenge, clanking this one, but Lemmy is there. Can he get the double? Not in that spot as Toaster tries, and Slurpy pushes this one clear.
VibeClan with a very early offensive lead here. For the first 30 seconds at least, they've kind of had the Three Rocketeers pin multiple shots already for so early in the game. And what a demo here by Toaster is maybe going to open up a play, but a great hit here by Mr. Penguin's going to send it all the way back down.
Yeah, and they are now fielding on their own end, and we are flipping sides as Lemmy puts this one up. He's looking for Toaster, but he gets beat out by Slurpy Snail, who bops this one down into the corner. He gets the touch, met by Mr. Rebel in front of the net with the 50. Great 50 there to throw off the offense as he is able to maintain a great defensive posture with Toaster collecting this one through the corner. They want to get back on that offensive push that they were so eager to be on at the start of this game here. And this one is just going wild in the mid.
Yeah, and there's no easy goals here tonight. The ball seems to be allergic from the front of the net. These teams are going to have to work way harder than usual to try to get a ball in just because of the defensive abilities of each of these teams. There's not really a lot of chances for either of these teams here on offense to kind of get a shot on even.
No, and the shots that they are getting are coming from second opportunities and double looks because, they're not going to get a clear shot. With the way that the rotations are spread, you're not just going to get an open, over-the-top shot. As I say it, Toaster is able to just pop one right over the defense, making me eat my words. As even though this was a nice bop, though, it just looked unexpected, like the defense wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, maybe they didn't see him. He was kind of, sitting a little further up, kind of waiting behind him. There's definitely some comms in there, I would imagine. A great pass to the captain Toaster, kind of get it behind the defensive line so that he can get that nice, easy touch in for sure.
Yeah, and as we say it, Heartless is also almost able to get a double touch there, but it just does not get the look that he's looking for as Mr. Rebel is collecting this one with patience as he sees that the opposing team is not pressuring him up to that point with Toaster collecting this one in the mid, and a demo on Slurpy could open up an opportunity here to relieve some of this pressure as this one is just pushed straight past by Heartless, and he is able to slot one to bring this back 1-1, 2:42 left.
Yeah, beautiful read here by Heartless to read that pre-jump and kind of just, sit on the ground and walk it in. Great read overall, great ability to aim that ball in the way he wanted.
Yeah, and you know he's happy with that one as he has now brought his team back to an opportunity as Lemmy is up and he is trying to get one, but he is met by a speedy Penguin, and this one gets pinched out to the corner. Now we have a little bit of trouble here as this is coming back on. Lemur Arms pushing this one out, but again, it's met. This could just go in if nobody touches, and that was a dangerous spot to be in.
Yeah, Mr. Rebel, great save there. He wanted to get that little bit of redemption for accidentally hitting it backwards to his own goal just a couple seconds earlier. And, with under half of the time left, it's still looking a lot like last game. Still just kind of a stalemate. Still very much the ball's kind of just stuck in the midfield, and we're not really seeing it in front of each goal too much.
And you want to talk about how tight these teams are with exactly that, with not being able to score goals, right? You look at that last play as Toaster was up to shoot that ball. Heartless was challenging and getting the 50, but even though Heartless was challenging for the 50, Slurpy Snail stopped in just the right position in the event that his teammate missed, and that would have been another save in the event that his teammate missed. This is just how difficult it is to get past the defenses of these two teams.
Yeah, both these teams running very tight defenses, kind of almost brick wall-like, and, all the goals here are just going to either come from amazing plays or just slight slip-ups. And right here, the goal looks a little bit open, but nobody from Vibe Clan was there to kind of push that one in. But Toaster's going to come in for another shot. Can't quite get it. Another block here by the sidebar.
It's incredible to me how many shots those posts have blocked here already tonight. That looks like, I think it makes for 4 goals. That could have been, but Lemur Arms with an opportunity, not able to get the touch he wanted. Rebel sending this one back to the mid could be a dangerous send as that's coming off the backboard, and Penguin's there, and he is able to tap that one in. 2-1, 3 Rocketeers.
Yeah, great play. A little bit of an unfortunate miss here by Lemur Arms and Toaster. They couldn't quite get there in time. Good read, though, by Mr. Penguin to kind of follow up shot he put onto the top of the goal. And, with 48 seconds left, this could be a 3 Rocketeers victory.
It's starting to look like it might just be, but anything is possible here as this one is sent back right into the net. Toaster, the captain, coming in with a second goal in this match here tonight to tie the game back with 40 seconds left. This is looking a little reminiscent of the Game 1 experience.
Yeah, every time we bring up, how Vibe is not having a goal, Toaster shows up to put one in. And what a nice shot. What a good bounce to get it over both of the remaining 3 Rocketeers players. And it looks like, as of now, we're going to get another overtime. But what a shot by Mr. Rebel. And even a better save here by Slurpy Snail.
And what more can you ask of your big-time captain than big-time plays in big-time moments? And as we say this, Slurpy Snail is looking for another double touch here. It would be incredible if he was able to get another one, as the first one was just so pretty. And he's taken this one up into the corner, but he is bumped skyward. He is gone, launched to the zone, and Lemmy is taking this one. Mr. Rebel's looking for the touchdown to Lemur Arms, and he's not able to get it. This could be dangerous, as this is looking like we might come down, but wait! Oh, and Heartless was there for the pass, just not able to get it, and we have overtime in Game 2.
That one must hurt for them. They definitely had that one worked out. Almost a great play. And Heartless has definitely been leading the 3 Rocketeers here tonight on the offensive end. I've been seeing quite a lot of work from his point here tonight on the field, at least in these first 2 games. And, it's very cool to see that these teams are working out very well together. The chemistry on these teams is a lot better than what we see on a lot of other teams in the league.
Yeah, it definitely is. And Lemur Arms is up. He tries to dunk it back, but Slurp is just able to get the touch he needed. And that was one that you wish, Lemur Arms wants to have back. As Slurpy Snail's pushing, gets 50'd off the backboard. Toaster's going to field this one in time before the offensive pressure gets to them.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous spot that ball was in, but a good play there by Vibe Clan is, going to get that out. They're having a lot of control here over their defensive end, and they're going for a lot more risky shots I've seen on offense, a lot more aerial shots, and I think they're just really wanting to get one in at all costs here.
Yeah, and you gotta think, Vibe Clan, they get a goal here in overtime. It's gonna rejuvenate them. It's gonna make them feel that spark of life as they're gonna go into Game 3 with a new attitude. But if you drop this one, do you start looking at a sweep here, Night Leaper?
You definitely have to, especially if, the first 2 games are a win. That is often, the most formulated build for a sweep. a lot of teams, if they can't get that win in the first 2 games, then it's definitely, a better chance that they're going to get swept. And especially after a 2-game loss, your morale is going to be way down. But what a shot here by Heartless to try to, get this one in finally. But just, over and over again, this thing is just going to sit in the middle.
He is looking absolutely devious out there with these attempts on redirects. He is just where he needs to be at any point to try to get that touch that's going to be absolutely fatal for Vibe Clan here. They need to watch out for that, as this one is coming, just zooming off the backboard. But Rebel has this one up, and I think he bumps Heartless in the air. I'm not sure. The camera panned out, so not a good look there for us to be able to see if he did. But they are keeping this one in the offensive end, trying to keep this pressure up, and that is exactly what they need to do here if they want to come away with this one, as Lemmy is going to take this one from the mid on a nice boom, but Heartless is there to clear it again.
Yeah, Lemur Arms has been putting on a ridiculous amount of centers and setups for his team here tonight, but what a touch by Slurpy Snail to just bounce it right over the top of Lemur Arms' car, and, way to be there by Slurpy, finally putting an end to this game at 2 minutes and 35 seconds into overtime.
Yeah, big-time plays and big-time moments from big-time captains, and that is what you are looking for in order to come away with that one. And the 3 Rocketeers will take the series by at least 2 games here tonight. We still don't know what's going to happen coming up in Game 3, but again, you just look at the consistency between these 2 teams and how evenly paced they are. Any one of these matches could have gone the other way.
Yeah, they definitely could have, especially, them both being overtime. These teams are ridiculously well matched here tonight. A lot more well matched than I was expecting coming into this series. But both these teams have put in a lot of work, especially Vibe Clan. They are working very well together here tonight. Despite the first 2 losses, their offensive rotations. I feel like if they were going against any other team here tonight, they would have gotten way more scores. But the 3 Rocketeers' defensive end is impeccable.
Yeah, for sure. And quick shout out to I Am Patty for following. And I love to see the subs from Crocs with Socks. I think he gifted 5 tier 1 subs here toward the end of this match. And we have Game 3 coming up, and it is going to be a wild one here, to say the least. I mean, who is thinking that this is turning into a sweep, or are Vibe Clan going to at least squeak a win out here? They need one.
Yeah, they do need one, because Astro's game is tomorrow, and if they get swept here, that gives Astro the perfect opportunity to take the higher end of the standings for their division. So this is definitely an important game here for Vibe Clan, and most games are very important. You never want to get swept. It's always kind of important not to get swept, but it definitely is especially important here tonight.
Yeah, it is for sure. And I mean, you look at the way that the standings are, even dropping the 2 tonight, all that does for them is ties them with teams the likes of Clarity, as this one looks awkward, as Rebel is not able to get the touch he's looking for, but they ended up lucking out with the defense making a nice recovery, pushing that one clear of the net, as we were looking at a potential own goal. And Slurpy is able to pin this one against Toaster and send this one to the other corner, opposite end of the field, as Lemur Arms is collecting this one through the corner. Penguin sends it mid. He's up on it, and he gets this touch, clearing it from that mid danger. And this is just turning into more of the same from the past couple games, but this could be a save, a great save by Rebel.
Yeah, and this is looking very familiar. We've definitely seen this before here tonight. And, I just want to say, Heartless got another shot on goal that hit the crossbar. That has got to be his 7th or 8th one of the night that has hit one of the side posts. And, he's definitely starting to, that's definitely starting to get to him at this point. I really hope at some point here we get to see a goal.
Yeah, I think we will for sure. And, there's still plenty of time left here on the clock to make just that happen, as Toaster is bopping this one straight into Slurpee. But with the demo, and Rebel is there to push this one into the corner, this could be a big moment, and it is! And it is, as Toaster is able to secure the bump, leaving Rebel the opportunity to just slide this one straight into the net.
Great play here by Vibe Clan overall to get the demo and the bump. How much more do you want? That goal was wide open. What a play.
Yeah, absolutely. They just looked fantastic right there on that play. Just a great team effort, great awareness by the captain Toaster to get not only the demo but the bump on the player in net, which I believe was Heartless, just to give Mr. Rebel an easy look at that net. You know, great patience on Rebel too to be able to wait until his captain was able to facilitate. And we have Mr. Penguin fielding this one with Toaster challenging. It's just up and over him as this one, oh no, an unfortunate touch gives Mr. Penguin his goal here on the night. And that one just slips right by Mr. Rebel as he just is not able to get that touch out.
Yeah, Mr. Penguin, coming in with his second or third goal here for the night, and what goals these have been. All the members here on the Three Rocketeers are actually getting a surprising amount of shots and goals. And what a shot here by Heartless! And there it is, finally the Heartless goal that we've been waiting for after countless crossbar shots. And what a shot! A little bit of help there from Lemur Arms, unfortunately, but a great play overall.
Yeah, and now everybody on that team has gotten a goal here in this series, and they are looking to come away with the sweep here, and they are looking lethal in their pursuit. But if Vibe Clan has anything to say about getting swept tonight, they're going to say not likely, as they want to come away with at least one here.
Yeah, and they're going to work a lot harder to get that one. A lot of teams do kick it into overdrive to dodge the sweep. They may play even a little bit better than they were during the actual game. And what a touch there by Mr. Rebel. Maybe a flip reset if I saw that right. And, it does look like Vibe Clan is playing a little bit quicker, more aggressive out here tonight. And another crossbar hit by a Heartless. Good thing he got that goal earlier. But, unfortunately for him, he just seems to be aiming a little bit too high today.
Almost can't buy a vowel as he is able to sneak that one by. Mr. Rebel is popping this one right by Heartless, sending this one right into the net. That is a great opportunity to tie this game back up 2-2 and 2:10 left to go.
Yeah, great ball control there by Mr. Rebel to kind of dribble it around Slurpee and Heartless, leaving the net kind of open. And with 2 minutes left, it is still anybody's game. But, the closer we get to overtime, the closer it looks like we are going to see another overtime.
For sure. And I would just like to point out that Crocs with Socks is dedicating himself to donating 10 subs if Slurpee Snail is able to get another double touch goal. Love to see it happen in the event that it can, not just for the goal's sake, but also true too, to see the dedication that people bring to this league and to this Twitch. We love to see it as this one is fielded, and it's coming up as Mr. Penguin, Heartless, is met by Toaster up on the field. Slurpee puts this one up, and Mr. Rebel sends this one wide.
Yeah, textbook save there by Mr. Rebel. Great play. And, the shot right here is making the net look a little bit open. Unfortunately, no Three Rocketeers players are available to kind of collect that. But what a demo is not going to get the goal open for the Three Rocketeers. It's going to leave it open for Vibe Clan, allowing Heartless to put another one in. The demo just put them a little bit out of position. And unfortunately, Lemur Arms coming in to help Heartless for his second goal of the night here.
And Heartless is finding his way in this one in Game 3 here, and it's never too late to score goals in a series as he is leading his team on this pursuit of a sweep with 2 goals here in this match. And Mr. Rebel is up, and that one is going to get touched maybe by Toaster? No, he backs off on it, but he's passing it to Mr. Rebel. Slurpee Snail sends this one wide, keeping the danger from in front of the net. And they are looking. They need to tie this up quick as we are coming down to the last 40 seconds. But both times Vibe Clan has tied this game, it has been in the last minute of the match. Can they do it a third time?
They definitely can. 39 seconds left is a lot of time. Unfortunately, Vibe Clan is just giving the Three Rocketeers too much time on offense. Unfortunately for that last one, Toaster just couldn't get around quick enough and gave Slurpee a little bit too much time there to read the shot. If they can get something worked out here quick, like right now, then they have a great chance. And, with Mr. Rebel still in the offensive, he's going to look for a setup. Lemur Arms is already up. Unfortunately, he just can't quite collect. And with 16 seconds left, it's starting to look like a Three Rocketeers sweep.
It is. And Lemur Arms he was pre-jumping that one, looking hungry for that goal, just not able to get that touch. And this one is coming down to it with the last 4 seconds. And, we almost had that double touch. He was not able to get it, though. So it looks like Crocs with Socks' wallet is safe for the moment. But here we have a different match as Vibe Clan had ball possession 64% of the time, which means that 3 Rocketeers were really just on the defensive a lot of that game, and they held off really well, making sure that they came away with the sweep here tonight in a crazy matchup.
Yeah, and what a night for the 3 Rocketeers. 2 weeks in a row of sweeps. You know, they're definitely feeling really good right now. Looking for that playoffs. Quite a good standing they just gained over the Hammerheads, putting them, I believe, 9-9, maybe 9-6, I believe. Or sorry, 12-6. My bad, 12-6, which is quite a good standing to be at.
Yeah, it certainly is, and that is going to change the face of this division a little bit here, because now you look at Vibe Clan and they are starting to edge towards the same spaces where Clarity is right now at 7-11. They're going to be also 7-11, so both teams are going to be tied ranking wise. They did have an opportunity to stay ahead of them by at least one game. So Astro's match tomorrow night at 9 p.m. is looking all that much more important, as they are the team with the opportunity here to stay close in this race to the Bleacher Boys, as the 3 Rocketeers were able to secure their 3 goals, giving them a 12-6, putting them just 1 game behind the Cyclones, making that calculated division race a lot tighter.
Yeah, and Astro and Bleacher Boys and Cyclones are probably the top 3 teams in the league right now. There's definitely some close follows, but as far as strongest teams, kind of most aggressive, those are definitely my picks for the top 3. So the race is definitely.
And that is going to be an incredible thing if they're able to do that. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we do have another match coming up for you at 9 o'clock. So please stay tuned. We will be back live in just a moment, getting ready for the matchup coming up to you next. It is going to be the Gold Diggers versus the Kings. Again, Kings are leading their division. They're looking for an opportunity here to pull away. Let's see if they're able to.
Yeah, definitely going to be a very important game. Like Pickle said, make